Welcome to video 2 of our Introduction to Note-Taking workshop video series. If you haven't done so already, you may want to locate, download, and print the PDF entitled Introduction to Note-Taking Workshop Handout. Let's go ahead and get started. In this video, we're going to begin to discuss the first of our 3 note-taking methods. The first one you may already be a bit familiar with. It's the outline method. The outline method is perhaps the most common note-taking method used out there. It is a skeletal overview of content and provides a list of key terms and concepts. This method creates an easy-to-use reference guide for studying your notes later. As you can see from the example in the top right-hand corner of your screen, typically the outline method uses a system of Roman numerals, letters, numbers, and indents for organizing content. The further the item is to the left, the more broad the information is. The further the item is to the right, the more detailed the information is. If you're following along with the printed out PDF handout, you'll notice that page 1 of your handout is actually the same as the logo you're looking at in the top right-hand corner of your screen right now. Some advantages and disadvantages to the outline method. One advantage is that it reduces the time needed to edit and review your notes when you're done writing out your notes. After all, there's no additional steps to the outline method upon completion, like there is in other methods that we'll be discussing later in this series. The outline method also highlights not only main points, but the relationships between single details. For example, in page 1 of your handout or in the logo in the top right-hand corner of your screen, you can see that each subdetail is related to the detail above it. And each section of subdetails and details are related to the major point above that. Also, since the outline method follows a strict bare bones framework, you're allowed to focus more on your lecture or the reading of your textbook. Some disadvantages of the outline method are if you're taking a math or chemistry course that requires a lot of writing of formulas or graphs, this may not be the best method for you to use. And because it does follow a bare bones framework, you actually may miss important details if you're not actively writing them out in a longer format, as other methods may have you do. Here on your screen is an excellent example of someone who used the outline note-taking method to take notes during a fictitious culinary class on the subject of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. If you're following along with your printed out PDF handout, you'll find this image on page 2. As you can see on the screen or on your handout, there are 4 major points to this lecture: peanut butter, jelly, sliced bread, and PB&J sandwiches. Beneath each major point are details indented to the right and subdetails indented even further to the right, all related to the major point they are under. And for those of you who may be taking a closer look and are wondering, yes, all the information in this example is historically factual. That's it for video 2. To continue and to learn more about our other note-taking methods, please go now to video 3 in our Introduction to Note-Taking workshop video series.